Okay. So now let's go to the next session, and we're gonna have the next warm session. Okay, and it is named Love in Our Community, and the community is Gangshan. Okay, and you can see the graphic designing, which is so beautiful. And as a blessing, and let's just listen up to their wonderful presentation. But before that, and I wanna make a brief introduction about like what Gangshan community is doing. What is Tou doing there? Okay, and are they only good at cooking delicious food? No, 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 that's not all. Okay, we share wonderful like cooking skills. Okay, they promote like a vegetarianism, and they make combinations and great affinities with all the people around their community. And we also have a book affairs, right? And we also have a study like groups about vegetarians, and we also like show how vegetarian is all about by sharing good vegetarian like meals with them. And we also go with the head of our district and the head of our neighborhood, and we deliver like a vegetarian lunches, and we also provide assistive devices, right? Okay. Okay, beginning with a vegetarian, like a box lunch, and it is a starting point of good deeds, right? Isn't that great? And here, and this is a community, and you will see this is a cute mouse, right? However, what is this mouse doing, right? You will see that the mouse is like living in somebody's like a messy house, right? And you will see all the like a shabby scene in this house, right? And we've been here twice, caring for him, and it is a kind of an old house with like a wall moss, and Tzu volunteers are doing the cleaning for the owner of the house. And my daughter just came with her boyfriend, that they never knew that there's such people living in such like a terrible environment. And after they participated in the cleaning, and they realized that they have to cherish like everything which is around them. And it is an older house, so volunteers are doing the painting and doing all the like a setting for the owner. So how touching this is, right? That we have all the volunteers that are coming all together. Well, and it is a video taken 2 years ago, and like the owner of the house and all the people living in the neighborhood are so grateful toward the Tzu volunteers, right? Giving back, okay, a clean environment to them. And this is also our team full with love. And let's check out with the next video. And this is a parent children growth campaign, and let's see what they are doing. And they are collecting love, okay, to Hualien. And no matter how much you no matter how much you donate, and it is a drop of water with love, right? And they are so willing to make donations, right? We have a lot of aftershocks in Hualien, so people living in Hualien must need some kind of a power to do something, and we hope that we can be the power, part of the power. And it is okay, support for the Hualien on April 3rd. Anyway, you know, they have been doing so much, right? And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to be with you because you have a positive energy. And this is our team from Gangshan. and they have three like a local like a smaller communities, right? And here we have a lot of wonderful people here. And here, the volunteers belong to the herbal garden in Gangshan community, and they have a lot of like a good news to share with you. And you will know that what this wonderful team has been doing. And the first person will be Bihua. So let's give Bihua a big hand and let's welcome her. Okay, and Bihua is here with her mother. So, ladies and gentlemen, I like to be with Bihua because, like, you have a positive energy. Okay. So I'm so grateful. Okay, and this is great thing. Okay, we have a Bihua with us, right? And let's listen up to what she is going to share with us. And great.
阿嬷，你站在这边哦。听说你是神秘嘉宾哦。啊，妈妈在这边，你要分享会不会特别紧张
？This is Bihua and her mother here. So, Granny, you are our secret guest, right? Okay. And do you feel nervous since your mother is here? No, of course, right? I'm not nervous, right? Okay. So they are like a great bodhisattva, right? Okay. And you know, her mother has the magic power that people all love, right? And she is also our like a famous like a clean volunteers, which is named like 7 angels. Okay, so great people saying great things in here, right? Okay. So everybody, good day. And my name is Yang Bihua from Chaotou. And in Chaotou, so far, we have 4 long-term care centers, and we have a C-type of spot. And we have a lot of such like activities in many activities centers in Chaotou. And we have like a C-type activities all day, okay, in our like locations in our communities. Okay, so for all the senior citizens who come over to our programs, and we offer them karaoke, aerobics, and like a table games and the DIY programs and the flower management. And of course, like we also like them to learn something from Jinmei Alfredsson. Okay, and we have around 200 senior citizens coming over for our like a C-type programs. Okay, and then my mom knew that I'm gonna be doing my presentation here, therefore she is so happy today. And in C-type spots, like we have such programs like handmade, like DIY here. Okay, and we are doing a lot of like handicrafts with the recycled materials. And we have senior citizens who are around their 80s and 90s. They are still learning, and they are still learning happily. And we are doing so to delay their aging. And we also have aerobics, and they are like we are happy like doing whatever they can as an exercise. They can exercise their entire body. And also in our Type C spots, every year during like Mother's Day or Father's Day or like a senior citizens day, and we prepare kind of a big like a birth cake for all the like a senior citizens, and we just want to make them happy. Like in this picture, we have a granny, sharing the great like a birthday cake, right? And in this picture, then you see we have not only volunteers but also the participants, right? It's around 70 people there. And we also combine with like Tzu doctors doing some like a campaigns about how to like use in a proper way of the drugs and the medicine. Therefore, we have volunteers like who were nurses before. And what is more interesting is that, okay, the nurses and I are, okay, from the same school. And it is really touching, right? And let's take a look at one video. And in the video, and you see our volunteer guiding the senior citizens, okay, to walk like a award winner at the Golden Horse ceremony, walking on the red carpet, following the temple. And, they are happy. And we also have a lot of interesting activities. And everyone become good friends, right? Okay. Then you also see the granny with like in white pants. Do you know how old she is? She's 80 years old. And she comes over to our taxi stop every Wednesday, and therefore she became our cooking volunteers as well. We hope that they can enjoy something in our spots, and we also hope they can become our volunteers, spreading great love all around their neighborhood. And then we will invite Chen Yucai to talk about what we do, okay, in our community. And we know that our vegetarian meal is famous, and let's invite her and share more about this. Everybody, good day. My name is Yucai, and within my community, and I'm also one of the volunteers. I always say to people, you want to be healthy, you want to be happy, and let's do it all together. Go, go, go. And it's like a slogan I always say to the senior citizens whenever they come over to our like class. And senior citizens enjoy like a nostalgic songs, right? And when they listen up to some kind of old songs, and the songs always remind them of their beautiful memories, and they can move with the melodies, which can help accumulate their like blood circulation and the brain work. And of course, for our long-term care curriculum, we care very much about their health mentally. So we always place a lot of videos about Master Zheng Yan's preach that can inspire their good thoughts. And they are gradually learning how to respect, how to be grateful, and how to love. Mr. Zheng Yan said that what we have, what we possess is the love, and we can do everything, and this is kind of precious resources, all because of love. And all the senior citizens are really doing something with love because they participated in the April 3rd earthquake in Hualien, collecting a lot of love, collecting a lot of like a touching like a sources to Hualien. And let's take a look at such a touching video. And senior citizens in Qiaotou are like making donations in hope to relieve the stress of all the like sufferers in the 0403, which means April 3rd earthquake in Hualien. And Tzu Chi is doing such a thing, and we hope we can be the power of the support in this. And we are also selling our grapes, and we donate all the money to Hualien, because we want everybody living in Hualien be safe and be healthy again. And after any kind of disasters, and we see bodhisattvas emerge, and all the senior citizens now really devote themselves in Tzu Chi charity jobs. For example, we have a very like a good daughter in the picture who always accompany her mother coming over for the clean jobs in our like buildings. And the picture is about we take the bus to Jinsi Hou for the year-end ceremony. Because they are doing their performance here in the ceremony, and they felt really nervous, but they were happy. And you see all the movements and all the cheers, which are a best encouragement for them. Let's take a look at the video. And it is a happy day for us to sail out. And we witness the ocean, and it is a happy day. And we see the green horizontal, and we see the blue water. And here kamobe. Kamobe in Japanese means the seabirds. And we can just recite the beautiful song there. And anyway, it is a kind of a great selling for us. And that day, we also had a granny who is around 100 years old. And she lost her like a junior sister. Therefore, she wanted to look for her younger sister. And we really found her, finally. So, the two sisters met up in Jinsi Hou, and then they hug each other, in tears. And in our long-term care center, it's just like a warm family, and we take care of one another, and it is there like a good place to go, and they can just gain happiness over there, and their family members really trust us. So next one will be Zhang Jinmei doing her presentation. Good day. And we had the charity sale this time, and we sell mulberry, and it is full of love and warmth. And through such a charity sale, we want to help the refugees in the earthquake of Cambodia. So, because we made a good vows to do such a thing, therefore the mulberry had a great harvest in our mulberry garden. And you can see this is Mrs. Fan, who is doing the harvest in our mulberry farm, and they felt very, very joyful because they could do this to help people. And when Mr. Fan was doing that, and her neighbors saw this, so therefore they came over because all the good neighbors also hope to do something good. And in the community, and the great love therefore was spread. So wonderful to see that. And we have Chen Changming, who got just retired. And we had more power because Changming actually is a man, and he went with us to the mulberry farm, and he just got all the a mulberry bag and cleaned them very carefully. And we also have our showmate who is ready to cook the mulberry, and she is really devoted. Although she had a hunch pain, and she said that she is ill physically, but she can do it happily. Okay, then you can see that she is mixing the mulberry. Okay, and the mulberry are ready to be made into the jam, and they are delicious. Let's take a look at the video.
就有民众捐出了自家的桑葚果园，提供给慈济志工来采收。大家要把新鲜的桑葚做成果汁，默心默爱，共度难关。
And we have the love, from all over the world. For example, in Gangshan, like we have our volunteers doing a mulberry harvest, and they made all the mulberry into jams and the juice. And we have many people coming over and collect and harvest all the mulberry. And why are they here doing such thing? Because the owner of the mulberry farm devoted himself to making all the mulberry into jams and sell them. And after they collect the money, and they are going to donate the money, as a fund to help all the people suffering in the earthquake in Cambodia. Well, the more we harvest, the more love we collect. Okay, and this is the good thought they have. And we just prick some, and we can grab it, and we can just, have a beautiful colored mulberry. And we mix the mulberry with sugar and it smells very good. It takes time, and it requires patience. And after they are bottled, and the mulberry juice is ready, and the juice is full of great love. So we are so lucky that we can do such thing, and we are happy doing like a great like a jobs here. Well, and I feel it's meaningful. And they even climb into the trees, trying to prick the mulberry. And we also, communicate with the trees, saying that we hope that you can have more like mulberry fruits, so that we can collect more donations to do the good deeds and help all the people in Cambodia. Everyone is happy doing what they are doing there. And Mrs. Fan also made her own donations. Besides, she does like all the like work, harvesting, cleaning, and all the like minor tasks. Okay, including like cooking the mulberry. And they are complicated, and they are really laborious. Okay, but the master fan says that he is really happy, so happy. And in our like a spot, and she is our like a culinary volunteer. And all the like the senior volunteers are doing such thing as I mentioned all together. And we finally made the donations about 15,000, $150,000 NT. And then we also made a charity sale, selling like a 粽子. Okay, and the senior volunteers said that they were still like a young people, and they are energized, and they were doing whatever they are good at. Okay, so you know that they can make one 粽子 within 15 seconds, so fast, right? Okay. And we also had a granny who suffered from cancer, and she insisted coming over and doing her own charity, like work with us, instead of watching TV at home. Yeah, because of a charity sale of zones, we collected also $300,000 NT. Okay. And we had a lot of preparation job before we make our 粽子. Like we have to wash the leaves, and they wash the leaves, listening to Mr. Zheng's preach. And some of them prepared the materials as the feeding inside the 粽子, and the feedings includes mushrooms and the lion man mushrooms and a lot of extra more. Okay, and that is the picture taken when all the senior volunteers are making their 粽子. And the people who ate such 粽子 never realized that they could be so delicious. And they are no less delicious than the meat 粽子. Okay, so let's take a look at the 6th video. And we collect not only love, but also the donations selling the zhongzi in Gangshan. They are so delicious, and we love them. And they look good, and they taste good, and we have a love in there. And we have all the local volunteers gathering, making zhongzi as a charity sale. And we form good affinity with people. And this is the law of nature. And you see, they are listening up to Master Zheng Yan's preach, and they make the zhongzi together. And it's been 80 years, and all the volunteers are doing their own jobs, and they are never absent within the 80 years, right? And they take care of all the senior volunteers like us, and we were like we never get old. And the zhongzi are delicious. They smells good, very delicious. And this is a Qiaotou spot, and they feel all the love there. And it is a cooperation, okay, by all the volunteers all together. And you see, okay, from the mulberry, okay, to the zhongzi, okay, in the charity sale, and you can just feel all the love together. And here the picture shows like a lot of activities, like fun activities for the senior volunteers, right? And they are so happy to get involved in such activities, right? And before we, get close to all the senior citizens, they were sad that they never want to move. But since they are interested in our activities, and they are now so active, right? And they laugh happily, and they love one another, and of course they had a good day. And here it is a board game, okay, and they play board games, and they are doing good deeds, and they make donations. And whenever we had campaigns in Ciji, and they would just join in such activities, right? And whenever there are tours in Jin's abode, and they would just never say no. And they want to see Mr. Zheng Yan, okay, in Jin's abode. And they want to ask Mr. Zheng Yan why she had such wonderful disciples as volunteers taking care of us, right? So they are happy, you can see, right? So through all the small stories, and we are so grateful toward all the people participating in our campaign, and we are working on the right path, and we spread great love. Thank you so much. So let's say thank you to this wonderful community one more time. Okay, and speaking of mulberry, speaking of the zhongzi, and speaking of all the charity sales, and we know that this is a kind of a great power combined together. And when they say they made $300,000 selling zhongzi, right? And we feel it is super amazing, right? And people suffer, therefore they need us, right? Okay, and you see all the three ladies are speaking here, and you will know that, okay, actually not only the three ladies doing a presentation with us, actually everybody in the a Gangshan a herb garden are here with us today. Okay, and they are always here, and they are also doing their presentation with us, right? And they are here again telling stories with us, right? So here, this is a wonderful communities, and they have all the good stories with us today, right? And the next person will be our let's take a look at my husband and the two ladies standing here, and they came over with big bags. How many? Oh, I have like two big bags coming over here for the charity sale because they are purchasing something, doing good deeds, right? Okay, and they are coming over here, and if they purchase, any products here, and they are doing one thing, also collecting great love with us here. So for the very first time, we have like a love affair there. And before she buys anything, she has already made a donation of $100,000 and first before she came over here. Okay, they felt touched, and we need more power. And therefore, okay, they do everything possible they can to bring power and bring energy and donations to us, right? Okay, therefore that is why she came over here. Okay, no matter how much you donate, right? It's even like a single dollar is a great power. $100 is a power. $10,000 is also a power. So come over with us, right? And just do something here. Okay. Well, and everybody is here continuously doing their like good deeds, helping all the people as a great power and love. And we also, have the next team members coming over from Gangshan too. However, they are from different spots, which is herbal garden. Then we have a Su Fen Qi Ming coming here doing the next presentation. All right, so. And we know that in Hualien, there is kind of like a terrible disaster there. So we need a lot of power. Therefore, before they begin their presentation, I like to tell you that, okay, they brought, good herbal products. And here you can see, here are all the creams, right? And they cost like $2,000, right? So once they get the $2,000 NT, and they are the donations, right? And here is the tea, good for your periodontal disease. Okay, and of course, right? If you purchase, such kind of a tea, okay, for periodontal disease, and you are doing good deeds because your money goes to the disaster areas in Hualien. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, such a good deed, and let's welcome Gangshan.
敬爱的全球慈济法亲，大家早安。早。那我们来看一下我们
there's no voice here.
冈山置业园区未来，它就是一个具足
And everyone online, good day. Hey, take a look at the video. And Gangshan in the future will be a location displaying the four major missions of Tzu Chi. So our wisdom life will last forever. Okay. And the Gangshan will be the place gathering all the good hearts and our wisdom life. And all the Tzu Chi volunteers will never be alone coming over to Gangshan. So, what do we have there? And we will just have our next volunteers, showing you what we have to prolong, to last our wisdom life there. What do we have? Thank you, everybody. And in Gangshan, and we vow to use our great power, and we welcome everybody to our herbal garden. And he is Mr. Wang Bojun, and he is a Chinese herbal doctor. And we have a herbal garden, we have herbs, and we have to turn herbs into a complete medical products, right? Okay, thank you. And I'm Wang Bojun, and let me show you how we gonna arrange our herbal garden in Gangshan. And it is a multifunctional spot, including education and recreation. And we have our herbs, and we want to make the best use of our herbs, right? And we have a centella here, and centella is very important in collagen production here. Okay, so centella is really popular in all the products. Okay, making your skin more flexible. Okay, and here we have hibiscus, and it is full and it is rich in plant-based placenta extractor, and they are good for our skins, right? So we combine all the elements together so that we can have hibiscus like a cream, okay? And if you apply them, okay, on your face, then of course you turn yourself into a beautiful lady. And we have a perilla through sing, okay? And this is great that we have a perilla here, and beautiful, right? And they, we have volunteers like coming over for the harvest of all the plants here. And we can also enjoy the perilla tea if we stay in an air-conditioned room for a long time. Okay, so you can just drink it. And perilla, it is kind of a warm-based herb. So we just combine some other elements to make it taste as more smooth. Okay, and we also have a wormwood, and we have an Eucalypta prostrata. Okay, and why is it named the Eucalypta prostrata? Because if you grab it in hand, then you will see the juice after being crushed, and the juice looks black, right? Okay, and we also have like a serratia. Serratia is good to protect your teeth, which is good for loose teeth, right? And as well as a dental plaque. Okay, and now I have the time, and well, I'm so honored that I can let you know about what we use for the like plants in our herbal garden. And because we had a kind of a major disaster in Guangfu, Hualien. So if you purchase any of the product I mentioned above, right, and we will just make donations of all your money to Guangfu. So please participate in our campaign altogether. Thank you.
好，抱歉哈，是我的问题，就是麦克风的问题哈。那我们也请我们给刚商团队热烈掌声，也请他们回去哈，谢谢。
Okay, sorry, it's my problem. Okay, there's something wrong with my microphone. I'm sorry for that. Okay, and let's give them a big hand. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of wonderful feedbacks online, and thank you for Bihua and all the wonderful sharings about the long-term care center in Qiaotou and all the charity sales here. And Gangshan is kind of an amazing team, right? Okay, you really are like a people-oriented team, okay? And here is a message saying that when we see all the senior citizens coming over for the exercise, and we are sure that they are surrounded by love, right? All right, because we are running out of time, so I have to go ahead to mainland China. Okay, so thank you for all the beautiful sharings, right? Okay. And if you purchase, okay, our product, then you can get all the products next week, right? Okay. So thank you for your donations, right? And now let's, go ahead to China. Okay. So let's say, okay, sorry, it is really running out of time. Okay.
Hello.
So let's go to Jilin Changqing. Xiaojing, are you there? Yes.